So, when you heal, right, you open up your heart space. When you open your heart space, you gotta clean it out. You have to clean it out. You cannot just open it up and stop. Now, if you need to take a break because opening that up was hard, okay, cool beans. Go take you a little breaky break. Cool. Come back. Get back to work. You gotta clean it out. You have got to clean it out. And the only way to clean it out is to accept it, to acknowledge it, to be like, oh shit, this is really what happened. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, there's been, oh my gosh, the amount of true, genuine love. And I shouldn't have to say that it's unconditional, but I have been experiencing the most, the biggest amount of unconditional love that I've ever experienced in my life, because I'm standing firm on my boundaries, because I'm standing firm in my truth. I do not care if you don't believe me. If you believe that I'm the problem, I will cut you off. Because here is the thing. I will own up to what I have done wrong. I will apologize. I will change my behavior. The people that I wanted to and needed to and should have done did not. So if you know that part of it and you still believe that I'm the problem, bye. No. Because what I'm learning from cleaning out my heart space is there was a time I said I'm not going to talk about my siblings. But that is an injustice to myself. I have to clean it out. Because here is the truth. And I'm going to go backwards. We're going to start with my dear sister. Because here's the thing. I love my siblings. I do not love who they were programmed to be and who they are not tapping out of. There is a difference. Because I will love them as hard as I can and as soft as I can. And I will start wars over them and for them and beside them. So don't get it twisted. Sister has allergies. Allergic to every grass, tree, and weed outside. So outside is very dangerous for her. And that sucks. Her parents took her to the appointments, made sure she got the injections, and those injections were hell for her to have to go through. But they made sure that she was at those appointments to make sure what she had and so she could get it taken care of. And then we go to my baby brother. He was a troubled child. He had things going on in his life, and he decided to go a certain route. Drugs and alcohol. My parents did everything they could to get him into some kind of rehab to make sure that he was going to be okay. Because we knew that if he kept on that path, he was going to die. And we didn't want that. Yeah, he was messing up and making the wrong decisions, but we didn't want him to die. We knew he could do better. So they got the help that they needed. They got the help that they deserved. But what did they do to me? They took my diagnosis away from me. There is evidence in the paperwork. It says that I got better on medication. So why did I take a drug holiday over the summer? Why? Why did I go into that appointment with my father? He never went to appointments. Ever. Unless it was absolutely serious and I was like in the ER or something. Or had to have tests run. He didn't go to normal follow-up appointments. Ever. I was sent into that appointment with my abuser. My diagnosis was ripped away from me to use and prove to everyone else that I was the problem child, that they didn't know what else to do with me. They didn't do for me what they did for them. I have to live with that. I have to purge that out. Do not come to me and tell me that I don't know what family means. I wasn't given a family. I was given abusers and enablers. That's what I got. That is what I got. Triangulation at its best. My siblings are puppets and they don't even realize it. They still mimic what was programmed into them and they don't even see it. And I can't bring it to their attention. I can't. Nothing that I can say will bring them to clarity. Nothing. It doesn't matter how soft I speak or how loud I yell. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how stonewalled my face is or how much in my emotion. It doesn't matter. They don't know. They don't listen. They don't understand. And that's not on me to fix. It is not my responsibility to take their accountability. I've taken my accountability. Yes, I was an awful child. I needed help. I was undiagnosed. My medicine and treatment plan were ripped away from me. What do you mean? I didn't get the help that I needed and I deserved. And don't dare anyone come after me because I know where I come from. I know where I come from. The sperm is undiagnosed autism. The egg is undiagnosed ADHD. Come together, you make me. Hi, I'm ADHD. I've got both. But on top of that, I have CPTSD. Because from the moment I was born, I was abused and used. They didn't protect me where I needed to be protected. And now that I'm opening up my heart space again, I have to come to the reality of the sibling aspect of it. I don't have a family. I am the only one doing that hard work. So no one can come to me and tell me that I don't know what family is, because I do. I do know what family is. Because I had family reach out to me. I had one person in my family reach out to me. They stumbled across my page and they went down a rabbit hole of watching my videos on a different app. And the message that they sent back to me was the most important piece of information I could have ever needed. And it's just this one small aspect of the message. The message was long, but it was this one part that proved that they were family. I am so proud of you, and you are so, so loved. Oh, sweet Sunday. As soon as she realized that my name had changed, immediately went to calling me Sunday. Okay. What I saw was a hurt and angry, in parentheses, rightfully so, little girl clawing and fighting her way out of a situation she did not deserve to be in. And I was told that they didn't know. So I was given proof that the people that raised me twisted my perspective of certain people so that if they didn't like those people, I didn't like those people. When I say I was not allowed to have my own opinion, it means I was not allowed to have my own opinion. Also, in addition to that, if you come and you watch my video and you think that all I'm doing is speaking about how I was abused, you are not here for the right reasons. I am telling my story so that, one, other people do not feel alone, and two, to spread awareness. I'm not the only one that went through this, and I'm not the only one still going through it. There are people out there still doing it, and there's still people out there living through it. So I will continue to speak on it. I will continue to speak on it, and I will continue to tell my story. I will continue to tell my truth. No one is going to silence me and shut me down. I may need a little bit to recoup and really get back into myself. Yeah, I may need that, but you will not keep me down. You won't keep me down. I will get back up every fucking time. You can rip everything away from me. It's not on me, it's in me. My sperm donor asks me all the time, well, who gave you the authority? Universe, God, source, spirit, whatever connects with you to make you understand what it is that I'm saying. That's who gave it to me. I'm a chosen one. I didn't want to be a chosen one. I didn't choose this life. I was given this assignment. I was given this assignment. I'm following what I was being told. I'm trying to follow my purpose. And whew, the amount of warfare you go through is not for the weak. It is not for the weak. Oh, I had someone tell me the other day that I was self-righteous. What the fuck? No. The furthest thing from self-righteous. I do not think that my morals, my beliefs, anything about me is better than anyone. But when I tell you who I am, what I am, and every aspect of me, and you tell me that you're not going to accept that, you're not a person that belongs in my life. It doesn't make me self-righteous. It's just me saying, if you're going to sit there and say that you love me, you will accept me and allow me to be myself. If you can't, bye. It's as simple as that. I'm not rude. I'm not being a bitch. It is me standing on business and solidifying my boundaries that if you say you want to be in my life and you say that you love me, then you will do X, Y, Z. It is not me saying that you have to believe in the things that I believe in. It doesn't mean that you have to agree with what I'm doing. But if you love me, you will accept me as I am and you will allow me to be that. That is what condone means. If you're trying to tell me that you just don't agree with it, say that. But it is so fucking funny how many people are like, oh, well, you just need to communicate better. I don't need to communicate better. 9 times out of 10, someone that's telling me I need to communicate better is looking in a mirror and talking to them damn selves. Because I do speak clearly. Sometimes you have to give me a minute for me to find the proper words because I got things going on that I can't control. And what I have learned is the people that really do love me and care for me and support me, they see that. They allow me the space that I need in a conversation to get where I need to be so that I can communicate properly. But if you don't give me that space, that courtesy, that decency, you're gonna get overwhelmed, overstimulated, you're gonna get the TISM, the ADHD, the impulse. You're gonna get it. So if you know that and you still poke and prod, you're an awful person. You're showing your character, not mine. If I'm sitting there breaking down because of something you're saying to me, that is not me. You can't use that against me. That is reactive abuse if you do that. You can't sit there and poke and poke and poke somebody and then expect them to just sit there and take it. The fuck? Because I'm finally experiencing, like, dude, I freaking had a meltdown at my kid's principal's office. I did. I had a meltdown because I didn't feel like I was being heard and that I was being understood, like, at all. And I did. I looked at the, having people around you that, like, understand you and know who you are is the most important thing you will have, because I literally looked at the person that was like the most supportive in my life and I was like, I'm going to press charges. Come to find out, it wasn't the person that I wanted to press charges against. I wanted the policy. There's flaws in the policy, but the policy doesn't have a face. Policy doesn't have a face, so it's an inanimate object. So I went to the person connected to the thing. The 2 people that were in there with me, oh my gosh, they looked at me because once I realized what I was doing, because they let me have my whole freaking meltdown. They still talked about their stuff, but I was still having my meltdown. Like, it was a great thing. It was a beautiful, wonderful healing experience. And they looked at me and they're like, it's okay. You're fighting for your child's life. Like, you're fighting for your kid. It's okay. And I was like, what? What just happened? They were like, we see you. We understand you. We hear you. We do. And you're doing this all on your own. And then we went down another rabbit hole and they learned, like, that my support system is pretty much, like, gone. Like, I don't really have one. Here, physically, everyone's everywhere else. So they were like, dude, we understand. Like, we get that. Thank you for finally getting to that point. Like, this is where we needed. Like, they were patient. They let me have my whole spiral so that I could get to the words that I needed to get to. And at the end of it, they called me a champion. They were like, you are a champion. I wish more parents were like you, because We need this so that we know what to do. And then we found out and we did it and a miracle happened. A miracle happened. The schooling that my kid really, really needs, we got. And not only did we get it, we got it at a faster rate. It usually takes 1 to 2 weeks to get this taken care of. It didn't even take 24 hours. I can't make this shit up. I can't make this shit up. When you stick to your truth, even when it's hard, the good things in life will come in. They will come in. Stop blocking them. Open up. Yeah, it hurts a little bit. Yeah, it sucks. So does going to work sometimes. You still do it. So just do it. Just do it. Stop sending it in your own way. All right. I love you. Love yourself. I'm back. It goes into effect on Tuesday, though, because that's when school starts. Or goes back into session, whatever. All right. Love you. Love yourself. Have a great day.